switch to the itty bitties.
Mhm.
Oh no!
Yeah, I'll switch scenes and unmute us when we're good.
I hit live.
Dun, dun, dun.
Magical mailman. Hello, magical mailman.
Magical mailman. That's like
His name's Magic. Best name
That's a
ever.
nice name.
So is everybody ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's
Get
roll.
started here.
Let go, let
Yeah.
go, let go.
Okay, I'm going live now.
Okay.
And we should be live. Hopefully I'm live. I am alive.
Are you sure you're alive?
Well, thank goodness.
Sure about that?
There are still hours that I'm not sure of. So welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a bit. We've had a nice long break in between with our little group of people here to play D&D. I apologize. I've been very sick. I'm getting over COVID. So I'm probably going to be muting and pausing ever so often to cough. I apologize in advance if I cough in anybody's ears. So a little information for everybody who might be watching, and for those that are gathered here, you all kind of already know. When I initially created this campaign, it was in order to allow people to play multiple characters, to try something new, different things like that. And with that knife cliffhanger last time, where our younglings were talking to Ottor, and he wasn't looking too good. He kept looking older and started getting scratches and cuts all over his face. And finally, his head hit the table and everything went black.
Yep.
And so, on that nice little cliffhanger for the time being, we're going to switch over to our higher level group here. And it's just a little bit different. Don't worry, we'll get back to the lower ones. I just got to let you chew the bit just a little bit longer there. So if everybody would like to go ahead, I'm going to mute for a moment and clear my throat. And in the order that we show up here, let's see.
I know you had me do first last time.
Yeah, we'll go in order of my overlay. So Cole, Bannock, Mistral, Adeline, and then Erlyn. If y'all will introduce your characters and a little bit about yourselves, and to everyone in general, this party is level 10. They've known each other a while. They've been around the bush. So I'm going to mute. Take it away, Meteor.
Hi, I'm Cole. I'm playing a level 10 Hadozi, male Hadozi. It has 3 levels in Barbarian and 7 levels in Druid. He was kidnapped from his home when he was young and shipwrecked here on this island.
With me.
Yes, with Erlyn. And we secluded ourselves in the woods for a long time. And then were found by the rest of the party who convinced us to join their group and fight alongside of them. So Cole tends to be a bit mistrusting of people, but is warm and cuddly once you get to know him.
Thank you very much. What's Cole's favorite food?
Cole's favorite food is oranges.
Oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
I thought I
Nihan.
was going to say bananas, but no. It's oranges.
Don't
Nihan,
eat me.
can you introduce us to Bannock or Bannock? Or at least tell me how to pronounce it?
Bread.
Bannock.
Sorry, I had to.
Forsooth. I am the great Bannock Silverthorn the Sixth. Far master of things far and wide, great warlock and sorcerer supreme of this wonderful kingdom. Perhaps you have heard of my name. If you have not, that is fine. I guess. Well, you really should have heard of me. Oh,
He's a
You really
special.
should have heard of Bannock. What
Yeah.
have you been doing? Living under a rock?
exactly. I mean,
Yes.
there's no reason that you shouldn't know of the greatest sorcerer in all the land and his family, the great Silverthorn family, who has spent many, 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 many a century as sorcerers to the powerful and mighty, and somehow I ended up with this ragtag bunch of adventurers. I'm not quite sure exactly what happened, but at some point I came across them or they came across me, and I'm sure there was some kind of fee that was paid or something for me to work with them, but alas, they are rather close to me. I do not necessarily stay close to clients very often, but yes, these ragtag bunch of scallywags are quite the troop, and we've gotten on quite well. So yes, I'm just very much your great sorcerer of elven back heritage for many, 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 many years. My father, my grandfather, my great, 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 great grandfather,
At
even my
least five
uncle
before
twice,
you.
even my uncle twice removed. He is one of the great many half elf sorcerers here in this realm. You know what you get when you bring a silver thorn into your needs.
He's a thorn in everyone's side.
The animals in my woods have never heard.
So, Mistral, I
Honestly,
think we
neither have
missed out.
I.
You should have introduced Bannock, but we'll
I
save that
should
for another
have, but
time.
that's okay.
So take it away, Fire. Let us know about Mistral.
It's not a problem. Hello, I am Mistral. I am a level 10 Air Genasi sorcerer. Bannock and I are previously acquainted, which is why our lovely GM has brought that up. And of course, I mean, who hasn't heard of Bannock Silverthorn of the House of Silverthorn? They're quite distinguished. Mistral herself travels in quite a few circles. She's considered a bit of an otherworldly presence, being an Air Genasi. So she does find herself in a lot of similar circles to Bannock and his family. Just out of that point of, oh, you're interesting, you must know things. Which I've been around, this is true. I've traveled quite a bit. I pride myself on my research into that. Oh, I am very, very loud in my stream, apparently. Let me adjust that. Um,
Well, your name is Mistral. You're meant to be heard.
well, apparently everyone else on my stream is quieter than me, which is strange. Because y'all are pretty much deafening my eardrums. But I'll just tab that real quick. But yeah, so to that extent, I have quite a lot of research that I do on different planes, and so I've gathered up my research and kind of put myself together in a little tower keep. And I don't know if we're going into that right now, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you can go ahead. That's the map that we're on. If you look down, there's a little "You are here" marker to show your
very far
tower.
down there. Yes, the Thunderstruck Tower. Yes, that is Mistral's home, which she has opened up to our entire group here, as well as her research space. Um, I think that's probably all I would want to reveal at this point.
And what is your favorite element other
My
than air?
other than air, ooh, electricity.
Ah, lightning. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, Althemia, could you introduce us to Adeline?
Hello. I'm playing Adeline, and she is a tiefling bard. She doesn't look like a tiefling because her bloodline is very watered down. To be completely honest, if she were to have kids with like another race, it probably wouldn't even be a tiefling anymore. she's very she's very much so a kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. Kind of like a, she's not prim and proper, but she's very much so beauty, grace, and I'll punch you in the face type of girl.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm having to make some adjustments here because you're not showing up on my
What?
information here.
What? I'm not showing up.
Adeline
What?
doesn't exist. Oh no.
I bet I could take a punch from you.
You're there for me.
Firedale, do you need her ID to make sure it's correct?
Nah, I just double checked it from the other one. How weird. Let me refresh.
Wah. You don't
Turning-
like
oh,
me.
While that's going
Okay.
on, is the volume better now that you can hear everyone?
There are no technical difficulties.
Yes, there are technical
I'm
difficulties.
sorry, Adeline, you're just not going to light up when you talk.
Aww. Yeah, you'd have to relaunch OBS to fix that.
And that would
Sad face.
require not
Sad.
streaming.
So,
Hmm.
let's see. Tell us about your horns,
They,
Adeline.
ti-
They tiny?
they tiny.
Okay.
I got tiny little nubble horns.
And if you would, Banana, go ahead and tell us about Erilyn.
I
Hi.
thought there was just a bug in your hair.
Anyways, hi, I'm Erilyn. I am a Tressum folk druid. I chose druid as my class because Cole would not stop getting hurt, and I was basically healing his butt the entire time we were stranded. So yeah, that's a
Like
thing.
quite literally my butt I kept injuring.
Yes, there was one time there was this really big gash and I had to heal it. Yeah. I'm really, really close to Cole. Like he said, we were kidnapped from our island and we were the only survivors from our shipwreck. Something about Erilyn, or me, Erilyn, yes, that I don't really like to admit to a lot of people is I don't really like being closed off into spaces. Just reminds me of the ship hold. But I deal with it. Yep.
Do you
Anyways,
want
yes.
to
Hi.
mention you and Cole's past connection?
I just said that we were shipwrecked. We were kidnapped and shipwrecked.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention, were you?
I was coughing.
Yes, we were kidnapped from our island. We lived on the same island by pirates and then shipwrecked onto this island. Cole explained that when we shipwrecked, we kind of secluded ourselves until
Yep.
Mistral and the party found us.
So,
And I chose my class because I was healing his butt. Quite literally.
somehow or another, I ended up muting opposite. So, anyways, well, those are our 5 newer members here that have been introduced. So, kind of as a continuation, but not really. We're going to fade to black and just have some stuff that's going on. Your characters, as they are right now, you're going to wake up. Cole, Bannock, Mistral, Adolin, Erilyn, you're suddenly aware and you see nothing. It's dark. It's almost as if you're blinded. So you're awake, but you see nothing. And this is what you awaken to. Just a little bit of info here. I have to give everybody their individual stuff to let them know.
I was waiting for the map to change.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same
same.
here.
Was the map supposed to change?
Nope, the map has not changed yet.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't have a pure black map. Sorry.
While you're
Fair.
doing
I
that,
straight up thought I broke something. I was like, God, already?
I feel like if you make a brand new map, it starts as pure black, but understandable. Understandable.
Put a fog layer
I
on
think it
a
does.
white map.
Yeah, just
Oh,
put a
yeah, yeah,
fog layer
yeah.
on the whole map. Mhm.
While Firedale is doing that, I forgot to mention, Erilyn has a bunny. Her name is Iris. She loves her very much. Don't touch the bunny.
Yeah,
Oh
Adeline
shit,
has
yeah.
a doggy.
Yeah,
Uh,
Adeline has a blink dog, but I forgot what I
Marilyn,
named
did you
her.
mention your race?
Yes, I am a Tressum folk. I'm homebrew race.
Okay.
So we will save that for that, that for that.
You could see Iris's image on my little window on my display.
Adeline, we'll start with you. In this darkness, you feel yourself falling. Suddenly, you have a face full of grit as you land face first in what feels like sand. You can feel it on your knees, on your elbows, on your face. Again, right now, you still can't see anything, but this is the sensation you have. You can hear water trickling in the distance. You can smell the scent of some greenery nearby. You can hear growls and grunts and what sounds like little bits of fighting in the distance. Next, we will go over to Bannock. Bannock, at
Hmm.
this moment, as you become aware of yourself, again, you can't see, you hear those same sounds, you smell those same scents. However, in the palm of your hand, right this instant, you feel a welling up of arcane energy. It getting stronger and stronger as if you were ready to cast a spell and then suddenly you lost track of it. So I need you to tell me what you're going to do with this swelling up of energy in your hand. Either pick a direction, tell me what you're going to do with it. You're pretty sure that it's going to be released whether you want it to or not.
I'm going to turn kind of just very quickly, just thrust my arm kind of like up and to the left a little bit, just to keep it away from myself as well as presumably anything else. I have no idea if I'm going to hit anything or not, but
You most certainly can, and can you please roll a d100 for me?
okay. Oh God.
Uh-oh.
Natural one.
We're bringing out the big guns.
16.
6.
Very low on a d100. Okay, thank
Mhm.
you very much. So you feel this release of magical energy tingling in your hand. It's kind of starting to sting. It almost feels like electricity as it enters through your palm, out through your fingers, to your fingertips, and you hear a loud burst of energy as you release the energy up and to the left.
Okay.
Can you please tell me, Mistral, what your weapon is?
My weapon. Let me pull it up for you. It is a magical. It's a +1 quarterstaff.
Okay. So in this darkness, you hear those same sounds. You still hear the trickle of water in the distance, slight growls, except you have a growl right in front of you. But it doesn't sound happy, does it sound sad? And in that instant, you feel a sudden thunk in your hand, and you're holding your staff, and it has stopped on something rather abruptly, and you hear a dying, "Ugh," and something hit the ground immediately in front of you.
Okay. Can I see in front of me at all? I do have dark vision.
You cannot. Right
Interesting.
now, you are pretty much blind.
Hmm.
And now we need to figure out, Erilyn,
Yes?
you feel wind whipping at your back. You feel like you're rather weightless at the moment. You can feel the air fluttering through your feathers of your wings. You can feel your hair whipping in front of you from the air hitting you from behind. And I need you in this instant to tell me, what are you going to do? You can't see anything. You only feel the air hitting you at the back.
Am I flying currently?
You can't see. I would actually kind of say you're probably falling.
Try to stretch my wings and see if I can flap them to see if
You
it
hear a
can stop.
whiz of energy fly by your head. Please roll a d100 for me.
Yikes. How does roll d100 again?
Slash
There,
roll.
I found
Yeah,
it.
there you go.
Can you please make an intelligence check for me? Not a save, just a plain check. We will say that you did manage. You're used to flying, even without being able to see. You're still able to catch yourself when you realize that you're falling. The sound of the magical energy whizzing past you kind of threw you off a little bit, but you do manage to hit the ground, not hard. You land on your knees, but you did manage to wiggle your wings and catch yourself enough that you took no damage from the fall.
Okie dokie.
You fall knee first onto sand, and that's what happens. Now,
Okay.
as far as Cole goes,
Yes.
Cole,
Mm-hmm.
you feel a sudden pain in your stomach as you are awakened in this moment, as you become aware. You can feel your energy and your lifeblood seeping out of you. You feel rather weak.
Oh,
Sorry, I'm having to do this. I apologize. One moment. Got me.
okay.
So who wants to bet that I just knocked out Cole?
Oh, I bet you did.
Okay, I'm back.
That or your staff is currently in. Oh yeah, in Cole's stomach. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
For a minute, I was getting Bannock and Cole mixed up.
You become aware of a searing pain that's exploding in your abdomen. You can feel your energy and your blood seeping down your stomach and down your legs. You have a fiery sensation that just comes over you as if your whole body aches. It leaves you gasping for breath, as if every moment you're trying to stay awake. You hear a deep guttural voice that echoes in your mind and not through your ears. It's more of a whisper, but it echoes really deeply. It sounds it has great contempt for you, great anger, but it's also kind of haughty sounding. It says, "You make puny
I assume that's
humans."
HAWTY.
And not
Yeah,
HOTTY.
Yeah.
yeah, haughty.
Oh,
Not haughty, but haughty.
H A
You
U
make
G H T Y.
Thank you.
you make puny humans look strong by comparison, little monkey. And the voice, deep and malevolent, it echoes within you. And just as that moment, you feel a blade being twisted and pulled from your stomach, and you fall to the ground. The pain is intense, and your awareness leaves you. You are unconscious.
Am I close enough to Cole to hear him?
You're close enough to have heard the little bit that you did. You may need to refresh if the map
Oh,
doesn't
I
load.
see it. We're way in the top right corner, folks.
Oh, there's a map.
So people know where we are on the thing, because I know it defaults to the top left. We are in the top right.
Your awareness comes more after all that feeling and sensation. You blink again, and you can see again.
Those are-
Your awareness is around you.
all hails bells.
Top right,
Adeline,
Meteor.
Yep. I got it. Thank you.
Adeline, in your shoulder, you see an arrow sticking out. It looks rather painful, but you can't really feel it at the moment. You are currently paralyzed and unable to move. Bannock,
How rude.
you did manage to miss poor Erilyn as she was falling with your magical blast that went into the air. Mistral, in front of you, you see some kind of spiky looking demon with a rather caved in skull slumped at your feet. And
Always nice when you subconsciously take out an enemy.
you do
Yep.
see several large bee looking creatures
Oh, lovely.
in a way. Several of these devils that are lying here dead. And you also happen to see a tusked beast of some type. Looks very demonic, standing in front of Cole. Darn, I forgot to move everything around. Standing in front of Cole with a bloodied set of two daggers in its hands. And you see Cole slumped on the ground, his blood leaking into the sand and turning it to crimson.
Cole appears to be in danger.
Yep.
You all are quite caught off guard by all these sudden realizations. The creature that's there looks rather confused for a moment too, and then immediately holds up its hand with a ring that y'all are used to. It's a ring of spell storing.
Mm.
And you see it, everyone except Erilyn, disappear.
So Erilyn and I are still visible?
No, Erilyn is the only one that sees it.
Okay.
No one else does.
Because I have seeing eyes.
Well, that's what I was saying. You were saying everyone except for Erilyn, so I didn't know if you were still talking about.
That sees the ring disappear.
Okay.
Because I have true sight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Erilyn, you see it move there. The ground where it steps doesn't seem to be leaving footprints, as if it's got something going on that's preventing it from leaving tracks of some sort.
Pass without a trace, I'm guessing.
Give me one moment. I apologize, I have to look up something really quick. I thought I was prepared.
Unprofessional.
How how dare
How dare
you?
they not be ready for this totally
And
professional
and
5 years period.
Erilyn,
Totally.
Yes.
Erilyn, you see it hold up the ring again and concentrate on it, and it suddenly disappears in some kind of mist.
Okay.
And you see it suddenly appear where it now is.
Okay. So I'm keeping track of him, but I don't think he is my important right now.
Let us know when we can do things, because I have a
Yeah.
plan.
Yes.
Initiative,
It's all
please.
The creature knows where it is because the creature knows where it isn't.
I would like to cast Vortex Warp and move Cole to Erilyn.
okay. One moment. As you see him running away, Erilyn, on his back you see a cage that has a fairy looking person inside of it. She has bright blue hair, silvery wings, and she looks very, very afraid in her moment. You can see her very, very clearly, even though it's far away. At his waist, you also see another cage that seems to have a bee looking thing that looks very similar to what you see laying around. And you have one thought seeing this person is you have to save her. And now, everyone, please roll initiative.
Okay.
Can I yell out and scream, he has kidnapped
Me
people?
too.
He has what?
He has kidnapped people. Sorry, I forgot to click on myself.
Okay, so Erilyn is a 12.
Reload initiative on my roll.
Adeline is a 22.
Nehan,
Cole
I would like
is
to
a
bleed
20.
into the sand, please.
please no. I say no.
I was gonna say I think Adeline goes first. I think higher
Dex.
her dex, yeah.
So she has a
Yeah, the
plus
higher
But
5.
yours
So
was a-
yeah, she's
Five,
gonna go
yeah.
first.
Does
Nat
it
20
matter
doesn't
that
matter
his
for
was a
that.
crit? Okay.
Nope.
Nope.
It's still a tie. So it's still
Also
Dex and a
also
tiebreak.
that's my one crit for tonight, so sorry.
Yeah. Started
Usually
out with a
early.
low roll,
I
so
like
I've
the
got my
strategy.
crit in reserve somewhere.
I keep grabbing the wrong pen.
Turn order should now be up.
Why is that so weirdly colored for me?
What?
The turn order. It's white and the text is light gray, so it's really hard to see.
Oh,
Huh, no clue. For me, it looks black.
yeah.
Did your
Yeah, mine's black.
did your
I'm in dark mode.
I was gonna say, did it accidentally
them back
get
and forth.
switched?
Yeah, let me see if that's a thing I can change, because that's wild.
I would try toggling dark mode.
Nope, if I'm in light mode I can see the turn order, in dark mode I cannot.
Weird.
Refresh roll 20?
It might be something like last time where I got the changes rolled early. And they just haven't fixed the CSS on it yet.
Erlen, you see the creature run towards a small cliff, towards where you hear the water coming from. You see it hop down and hear a splash. Everyone else hears the splash.
Splish splash, I'm taking a bath. Sorry.
Adeline,
Okay.
it is your turn. You
Am I
you
still
have
paralyzed?
awakened to this. Y'all have no clue fully what's going on, other than what you can see. This is what you found yourself in.
Am I
And
still
I've yelled
paralyzed?
he has kidnaps.
Erlen, you feel yourself paralyzed and you see the arrow sticking out of your shoulder. Yes.
Okay, so
You mean Adeline.
which one has the kid?
You said Erlen has a arrow
Oh,
in her
sorry.
shoulder.
Adeline. So
Which
many
one has
A's.
the kidnaps?
He's
one?
The
That one?
creature that
no,
disappeared.
he's way
All the way to the left. Yeah.
Oh heck,
The tusk
that ain't
one.
happening.
but you can't
That's hard.
see him though.
Yeah,
A-
so
Adeline, can you please make a constitution save for me?
it's illegal. Hey!
Wow, that's a crit.
Nice.
There's
You
your crit for
reach
the day.
up, you manage to will yourself to have the energy, even though you feel like you can barely move, to grab that arrow and tug it free of your shoulder. And you are no longer paralyzed. But that took every bit of your energy to do.
Aw.
Bannock, it's your
Yes.
turn.
I'm gonna ray of frost the crap out of this giant wasp next to Cole.
Oh, that one's dead.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh,
All
I'll
these
be
that
right
you
back.
see here are dead. The only thing that was still up and moving was that the thing that put Cole on the ground.
Oh,
There's
okay.
pans crashing in the kitchen. I'll be right back.
Okay, good luck.
Okie doke.
You
In
do
one moment.
see Erilyn on the ground. She looks like she's had a pretty scary, harrowing situation. You see Mistral standing in front of what appears to be some type of demon or devil.
And there.
Erilyn has just pulled an arrow from her shoulder.
Okay.
Adeline. Dang it, it's even the last ending. Why are y'all A and Lynn? I'll
You didn't do it on
Um,
purpose. It just kind of
so-
happened, man.
Lynn 1 and
So-
Lynn 2.
Yeah. So is anything? So just the stabby guy is the only one that was up.
Yep,
Is up.
and you saw him disappear.
Okay.
And then heard a splash after about 12 seconds.
I'm gonna move on over to Erilyn and try and use my action to pick her up
Yeah,
and check on her.
you can easily help her stand up.
Hmm.
I wouldn't say she was really prone. It's just she was falling and managed to catch herself at the last moment. As a side note, did y'all know you can
Yes.
fall about 400 feet over the course of 6 seconds?
Apparently.
I guess so. Um. Yeah. So I think I'll just try and check on Erilyn and make sure that
That's
she's all right.
600 feet. So she seems to be okay. She has a little bit of hair that's kind of singed, but that's about all you really notice.
I kind of like notice a singe. I'm just kind of like, oof, sorry about that. I'm not quite sure what came over me. Something bizarre happened to there, and it is what it is.
Don't worry about me. Check on Cole. Cole does not look like he is doing okay.
I kind of turn around. I can see Cole is like not doing well.
Yeah, Cole
Um,
is on the ground. The sand beneath him is turning red.
Or help me up so I don't have to get up with my action.
Yeah, that's what he offered to do, and I'd
Oh,
say that was
yes,
a free action because you
yes,
weren't really on the ground
yep.
hard. I wouldn't say you were prone, but you were definitely unsteady, so he helped you
I,
steady up.
I kind of look over. I could see like the sand beneath Cole is like getting red, and like I just immediately yell, "Great spirits of Azith! Hold tight, young one!" And I'm gonna actually use my action to sprint back over to Cole.
Okay.
how hilly is this area?
Uh, it's not so bad that it's difficult terrain. It's just you can see the adjustments in terrain going down and up. It's pretty much just sand dunes,
Okay.
but there's rock beneath the sand, so it's not really super difficult to move around in. Okay, so you done, Bannock?
Yeah, yes.
Okay, Cole, I need you to privately message me a d20 roll for your death saving throw, please.
Where did that button go? There was a macro for not there. Message. Uh, what's the GM roll? Okay. There you go.
Cole bleeds out more on the ground.
Just let me take my turn.
Erilyn, it's now your turn.
I basically get up and fly as fast as I can, drop down next to him, and spare the dying. You are no longer in death saving throws. Please and thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, you are stable. You have
And
not been healed, so you are still unconscious.
Firedale, can you let me do my thing, please and thank you? We
I
have
can.
agreed
I was
that
explaining what happened.
I was getting to that. We have agreed because of previous that healing word is because it's also my bonus that I can healing word as a bonus,
Yes.
correct? Okay.
Yes.
Plus that was first a cantrip. 9. Please heal! Heal! I'm like getting
Okay.
very panicky and worried next to him.
Okay, Cole heals up
Ugh,
9 hit points.
where'd he go?
Stop
Cody's
moving
mine.
and just stop moving and just heal. I'm pushing him down on the ground.
Cole, you currently have the poison condition. You do feel poison coursing through you. However, there's nothing you can do about it now. You'll have to wait until the end of your next turn before you can try and
Okay.
remove that, unless someone else has a way that they want to.
Lesser restoration, but I can't do it.
Anything else, Erilyn?
That was my movement and my action and my bonus, so
Mistral. Again, you have been dropped into this situation. You see what you see and know what you know.
and you see a very panicked Erilyn.
And I think he might be muted.
Lily, come back to us.
Yes, I was muted. What's the status of this enemy behind me?
It is dead.
Beautiful.
It
What about
is
this one?
quite dead.
All the enemies around here are dead.
Beautiful.
The
Alright,
only
so I'm
non-dead is
going.
the one that took off.
Alright, so I'm going to get my spell list real quick.
Yeah, you see two rather large dead wasps, demonic looking wasps. You see two kind of spiky looking demons or devils that are on the ground. One of them you caved its head in.
Question, Firebutt.
Mhm.
When I had yelled he got kidnapped, could I have just been pointing in the direction that he went?
You can.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
pointing in
you pointed
direction.
westward.
Off cliff. He has kidnaps. But my priority was Cole.
Let me see. There's only so far that I can go right now and do what I need to do.
Oh, he
Because I can end the poison on Cole.
sure.
I just gotta use a spell with a sorcery point to do it. I'm trying to figure out a spell I can use that's actually gonna be helpful right now. That would let me do that before I moved.
Well, lesser restoration is touch, so that's not going to help.
Well, no, like I can remove the poison from range with one of my items that I have equipped. My
Oh.
attuned item.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's within 30 feet, which means I don't have to move very far. I just gotta move 5 feet up. But it has to be as part of a spell cast. So I'm trying to figure out what spell to use.
Oh.
So,
Fireball.
Firedale, this would be the question.
Magic missile.
My question is, if I'm casting a spell that would cause me to move as a result of the spell, can we say that I've triggered the sorcery point and trigger the effect before I make that movement? Or would it have to be at the end of the spell? Because the item just says when I expend a sorcery point.
I believe you expend the sorcery point as casting the spell, so you can decide if there's an effect of it regardless at the start or the end of that spell.
Because I have to be within 30 feet and be able to see the target when the shard triggers. Is the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
And you're literally 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Well, why don't you step forward 5 feet and then cast
Well,
the spell?
because I'm gonna have to cast a spell, and if I cast what I wanted to cast, which was Vortex Warp, I will be much further away than that.
Ah. Well, that's what I mean, though. You still have your movement as well, right?
Yes, but the outer shard will only trigger as part of a spell.
Well, that's what I mean. You
So
can
I gotta
literally
cast
step
something for it.
forward 5 feet, then cast the spell. Once you step forward 5 feet, you're within 30 feet of
And it
the target.
activates.
Okay, so it wouldn't matter if I don't end my turn there. I can, when I activate the spell, I can do the thing.
Yeah, it's as part.
Okay.
You spend sorcery points as part of this.
All right.
As part of casting
Banana,
the
you
spell.
said they went where?
West.
The guy to the cliff.
We all heard him
basically
splash in
around
water.
here.
Somewhere in that vicinity.
So I
okay.
was just basically just pointing my arm saying, kidnapped, he has kidnaps, and then rushing towards Cole when I could.
And Meteor, I
Okay.
did send you a message.
So I'm gonna walk up a little bit with my movement to get within 30 feet. I'm gonna shout out, okay, does anybody want to go after that guy? Because I can give you a push.
My focus
if not,
is
I'll
on
just move
Cole!
myself there. I'll fix Cole in a minute.
I said my focus is on Cole.
Yeah. So I'm like, Bannock or Adeline, either y'all want to get a head start towards the cliff?
Yes, I very much so would like a head start, please.
Okay, so I will step forward and I will cast Vortex Warp. So I will begin my cast and I'm going to use a sorcery point to make that a extremely long range. So let's see. Oh yeah, I can get you all the way over there. Easy, easy. So I'm going to spend sorcery point to make it a distant spell, which doubles the range. And I'm gonna
My poison is
cast.
gone, right?
No, not
And just a second.
Oh,
Just a
okay.
second. I'm casting Vortex Warp at second level. I'm casting it on Adeline to move her. She has to make a con save, or she can choose to fail it if she knows what's going on.
Wouldn't she know what's going on? Because you just said it.
Yes,
fail
that's
the
what I mean.
con
Yeah.
save so you get moved.
Yeah, so
You can
Fail.
accept the thing.
I accept.
Okay, so I'm going to move you.
She does not resist your magical energies.
Wonderful. You are teleported to an unoccupied place of my choice that I can see within the range, which is 180 feet.
Key point.
So we'll drop you over here.
Jeebus, 1 second.
The
Ping it
cliff
again.
is 160 feet, so I can definitely get you right over here. Pick a spot over there. Yep.
All right, we good.
So you got a nice bonus there, and then I will activate my outer shard to end the poison condition on an ally that I can see within 30 feet of me.
Wonderful.
Okay, so now you are no longer poison, Cole.
Yes. So there we go. I have triggered that. I have triggered my spell. And then I have the rest of my movement. Apologies. I didn't want that to take forever, but it happens.
You're fine.
All good.
You're good.
Yeah, and it doesn't
You
say that
good?
using the shard's a bonus action, so I technically still have my bonus.
Yeah, that shard is used as part of spinning
The
the
spell.
thing, isn't it?
Yep. Yep.
Is it single use though, or
That's
is
a
it
cool
forever?
shard.
It's an attuned item,
Okay.
so it is
So
not
forever.
temporary.
Yeah, it's a forever. Okay.
It is a forever.
Attunement slot that only gets used once.
That would be
Yeah, that would
really
be really
Dun
silly.
dun dun.
that would be really
Yes,
crappy.
it would.
So I will use my bonus action of my tempestuous magic because I might as well, which lets me cast a gust of air around me that lets me move another 10 feet. I'm just gonna move another 10 feet. And then I'll do the rest of my movement to kind of get up there. So let me
So everyone seems to be
25.
regrouping.
So I can get here. And that's it. That's my turn.
So Adeline, you can see, since you're close enough to that edge and just a bit higher, that there's a sudden drop off, and what seems to be maybe 15 feet down, a flowing river stream kind of. It's rather shallow. You can see the bottom for the most part as it's going, and the water isn't flowing super fast, but it is flowing.
Do I see any signs of the dude in the cage thing?
He went invisible.
Oh,
Well, I mean, there might still be displaced water depending on how slow
True.
it is.
yeah.
You didn't notice anything at the time. On your
Okay.
turn, if you want to use your action to try and pinpoint to see if you can make out something like that, because you kind of got there a little late. You didn't really know what the water looked like beforehand, so it would be hard for you to pick out.
Okay.
Can you please make a perception check for me, though?
Wee wee.
Have
Let's see
specialize.
here.
Yes.
I gotta find it. I will find it.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, good luck.
Man, I ain't beating that. Do I even have to roll?
You can't
Even a
beat
nat
it with
20,
a
I ain't beating
20.
that.
There's
I
Keep
there
can't
might not
beat
be
trying.
it
a
with a
point.
nat
Oh,
20.
oh, then no need to roll.
Yeah, nat 20s are not auto successes in this campaign.
I was gonna say I can't even beat it with a nat 20.
Yeah.
You need Erilyn with her specialize.
Well, you didn't want to move, so I didn't move you.
Nope, because my priority is always Cole. That's going to be a thing.
And I need to do this. Oh, nope, not that.
Sure.
I'll go
Oh,
with
I
that
see.
one.
We don't even know what he's rolling for yet.
I know, but 2 is better than 17.
Dun,
Depends
dun,
on what he's
dun.
rolling for.
True.
I was rolling to recharge. That's why a 20 definitely wasn't the right thing to roll there.
Okay, because I was gonna say if he's rolling for fall damage, then you want the 17.
Okay. So, Adeline, you are where you are. If you want to move up to the edge, you can try and get a better look, or you can do whatever you want to.
I'm gonna try to get a better look.
Okay, please move where you can see better because, again, there is a drop there. So you'll
Yeah,
need to
sorry.
move
I have to
closer.
actually physically click pan view or select view to be able to see. So move like what, right here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
And give me a perception check, please.
Yeah. Wah.
It all looks just like moving water to you. There's some rocks sticking up here and there that are causing the water to do the little, swirlies like mini whirlpool type deal. Nothing really catches your eye.
Do I have anything? Hmm. Guess not. Okay, yeah, that's all I'll do. She's gonna call out to the others. Be like, I think they've gotten away by now.
So nothing else?
Yeah.
Okay. Bannock, it is your turn.
Bannock immediately yells back, "Big surprise!"
Oh, shut up, you.
I think I will sprint again, kind of toward Adeline. So
You hear a girl laughing in your brain, Adeline.
all right, so I can't quite get
It's
there
very
yet.
tauntingly.
Let me see if I can do anything else besides my dash.
Nobody can see my face
Probably
right now,
not.
but I'm literally looking at the screen like the fuck.
Yeah, I think that's it for my turn. I don't think I can do anything else.
Just going to move?
Yeah, it's gonna move.
Okay. Cole, you are prone on the ground, freshly awakened a second time. You're no longer poisoned. It is your turn.
How ow is he still?
I have to get it back. I have to get them back. Where'd they go?
Can I still be pushing him to the ground and saying you're hurt?
That's up to you. If he wants to resist it, you two can.
He's gonna
do
resist it.
opposed
It's how
checks.
Cole is, but
I
Fight,
look
fight,
around.
fight.
Can I see Bannock and Adeline running that way?
You can.
All right. I'm going to reach my hand out that way, and I'm going to cast plant growth. Centered. Let's see.
Allie, I just DM'd you.
Right here. So that's all plants within 100-foot radius of that become thick and overgrown, and all movement through it is quartered. And I'm able to exclude an area. So every point between me and that, I am going to exclude. Like
So
just in
can
a
you
straight
show
line.
me where it was again?
Yes.
Okay, and
Like
it's
right
within
here.
100 feet radius, or it's
Yep,
a
100-foot radius.
Okay. I just need to make sure I know where the center is here. I'm not going to make it bigger because that would take up.
Okay.
Actually, I guess I better.
Can you
100-foot
just
radius from that
give it a radius of
be
100 feet?
this far?
Firebutt?
I mean, if he made it bigger, he'd have to make it take up 20 squares.
Firebutt? Why don't you just
So
He
give
made
the
it bigger.
item? Why don't you just give the item a radius of 100 feet, so it doesn't look like goo splattered all over?
So an aura. Okay.
well, that makes sense.
So what did you just put down?
Plant growth.
Plant growth. So
Oh.
in 100-foot radius from it is quartered terrain.
That looks huge.
It is.
Okay,
100-foot
there we go.
radius is quite
But
I
he
think it was because
excluded
it
a
was way
straight
too.
line.
Yes.
He excluded a straight line towards where he put it. So
So
that means Bannock and Adeline are still, they're not affected. The area isn't. Yeah.
So we have a path, but otherwise everything else within the path is covered.
Yep.
Or besides that path.
So for every 1 foot of movement you do, you have to spend 4 feet of movement. So
If you're not
5
in that
is
line.
now 20.
Yeah.
It is plant growth.
Unless you can
Yeah.
fly.
He just made it overgrown, so it's difficult terrain if you're
Mhm.
not in the exclusion zone.
I am sorry, hold on.
Okay.
Sorry, had to cough. I am also going to wild shape as a bonus action into a giant elk.
Now I can't heal you. You yourself. Because your wild shape has different hit points than you.
Uh-huh.
Grumble,
And
This is the druid form of healing, is
all right,
get another HP pool.
so for my combat wild shape, it says you can use a wild shape as a bonus action, and you can use a bonus action to expend 1 spell slot to regain 1d8 HP per level of the spell slot expended.
Yep. You only
Is
have
that
one
all
bonus
one
action on
action?
your turn.
Okay, so that's 2 separate actions. Got it.
Yeah. If it says
That's
as
what I
a
was
bonus action you can, then that's its own action.
Okay. That is what I needed to know.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would say as part of wild shaping or during your wild shape, etc.
Okay. All right, then I am going to run as fast as I can, and I now have 60 feet of movement as a giant elk. Towards that way. So right below Banaynay. I'm
As
also
you
a
get
huge beast.
as you get to where you are, you just suddenly in your mind you hear that same laughter that's taunting you, and just it's very happy about what's going on right now. It just thinks it's so funny.
All right. Can you make me huge in size, please?
Uh, Huge.
Yeah,
Huge
he gets
Okay.
huge creatures as part of his wild shape.
Ginormous.
is a huge beast.
He's a big boy.
So if
He's
I
King
did
Kong.
that from here, I might actually be able to go further. So, do I do it centered on my middle or the edge? Probably
It's
the middle.
wherever you start the movement, so your
Okay.
front
yeah.
edge will move forward 60 feet.
Oh yeah. So there.
The only thing is you have to start measuring and finish measuring on the same point. So
Yes. All right. So that should do it.
okay. Erilyn, it is now your turn.
Okay, so then what I'm going to end up doing is I am going to basically jump up and fly. Although I can't go very far, but I'm going to, as I'm flying, also fly higher. Can I do that?
You can. Moving up is the same movement as moving forward. So if you want to go up 5 feet, it just means you don't move forward 5 feet.
Okay, then I'm going to go up 30 feet from where I am.
Okay.
Can I see the person now down in the gully?
You cannot. You can barely even see the water. You
Okay.
are quite far away.
So then if I move 30 feet forward while I'm 30 feet, and then that's my movement and my action, so I can't actually do anything more. To right there. Can I see anything still?
You're still only 30 feet up, right?
Yep.
Nope, you can still not even see the water.
Okay. Well, um, that is my full movement and technically my action as well. I could still do a bonus, correct?
Yes.
Um, let's see. Is he within range?
He's 60 feet away.
No. Cole.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, he has a different.
I'm
He has a
currently
different
30.
HP
You're 30
healing
feet
pool.
up.
Right.
Yeah.
So I
Right, he
can't
has
do
his own
anything.
pool now.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
Yep.
I'll just yell. I can't see him right now, but I'm gonna try and get closer. It's pretty much all I can do right now.
Bet you can see my butt though.
Why is your butt
Not
always
that I
getting
can.
hurt?
Not that I can actually talk right now. I'm an
Nope.
elf. But that's what he's screaming in his head.
You just hear an elk honking.
Yeah.
Ooh.
The laughter, though, gets a little bit harder.
And
So
I'll probably
anything
just
else?
be yelling at Cole. Why are you always getting hurt? And no.
And then that demonic, haughty voice you hear, your monkey butt now. Mistral, it's your turn.
Okay. Well.
And everything goes silent as if it's now just trying to concentrate on not letting y'all know where it is.
Alright, so I can only move about there, so that is where I will go. Because I have 35 feet of movement as an air genasi. Um,
Yep, it's a thing.
Yep.
let's see here. I don't know that there's anything I can cast when I can't see a target. I miss being a bard already.
And stuff could take damage just from hearing you.
Right? Psychic damage is the best.
Occasionally, y'all hear very demonic, guttural, certain words that we can't mention on stream, and everything else taunting you all.
Are they speaking in common, or is it just like telepathy? Everybody can understand the language, even though it
Telepathy,
sounds like
everyone
we
can
wouldn't know it.
understand the language.
Okay. So I was
They
gonna
are
say
speaking
if it's
directly into your
relevant.
mind.
So I was gonna say if it's relevant, if we're fighting devils and demons, I speak infernal.
I speak Kadozi. Does that help?
Yeah, I think that's all I can really do is just kind of move in there because I don't want to burn a second vortex warp already. That seems silly.
I would say wait until I can actually get visual.
Yeah, until we actually know where we're sending people. Doesn't really seem worth it. Am I within range of Erlyn at all?
I mean, we're pretty dang close to each other, right? Well,
No, because
I'm
you were
30
30
feet up.
feet in the
up.
air.
Right.
Darn it.
5, 10, 40 feet. She's 40 feet away.
Darn it. I could have prestidigitationed your singed hairs if I was close enough.
Yeah,
Do
don't worry
something
about
with
my hair.
turn. That's fine.
Again, I'm sorry that this seems a little bit slow. Someone slowed things down just a little bit for some reason.
Yeah, that's my turn. I can't do anything.
And I
So.
know everything just kind of
I
y'all
didn't
got
want them
dropped
to get
into a
away.
situation. Okay, and now, Mistral. Does anybody else here know Infernal?
I don't think so.
I don't think
Adeline
I do.
should have
I
if
do,
she's
I
wearing.
do.
No.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah, Adeline should.
Infernal, no.
Nope.
Can you both either give me an intelligence check or a? Do we have religion checks? I totally forgot.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
we
do.
have religion.
Okay.
They're based on intelligence, so unless you're trained in it, it's the same thing
Yeah.
as the intelligence check.
So give me either an intelligence check or a religion check.
My religion's higher.
I had a +4 bonus and I still rolled like garbage.
Adeline
one
rolled
didn't.
well.
Terrible.
Okay,
Ow.
Adeline, you've had a moment to kind of get more aware of your surroundings. You know, you were kind of dropped into this. You woke up here and all this was going on, and it's been kind of, you've not had really a moment to think or anything. And now, just as you catch a moment, you weren't able to see anything, so you've relaxed a little bit. You actually, in your history of knowledge and everything, one of the things that was talked about were a group of devils that were pretty much either assassins or hunters that were sent out by greater devils to capture or kill extremely targeted prey. They're known as orthons, and you're pretty sure that this tusk creature is one of those. You know that it knows how to use daggers. You do know that it can speak to your mind with telepathy, and you know that they're master trackers and master evaders.
Okay.
So, anyways, that's what you learn That is only knowledge that you know, but this just occurred to you as you had a moment for breather here. And now, let's see what happens here. Did that. For just an instant, Adeline, just an instant, to your south, something catches your eye, and it appears to be mist as suddenly appears and then
Okay.
immediately disappears. Sorry, I'm having to switch all the layers here. Again, I apologize about the long coughs. Please make a perception check for me, Adeline.
No.
40. Holy crap. Move
Uh-huh.
3 squares. 3
Yup.
squares, Meteor. 3 squares.
Yup. Yes. That was the goal.
Again,
us
there's
be
some
able to
more
catch up to it.
words. There's some more words that are slung. And Adeline, it is your turn.
1 second. Okay. I'm going to. I know I have it, but I can't find it. Oh, here it is. Hang on. I'm going to Misty Step 30 feet towards the direction where I saw the thing.
Okay.
So, oops, that's not the D&D Beyond. So I saw it like around here-ish, right?
Yeah, so 15 feet down. So we go 5, 10, 15 down, 20, 25. So you can get to there.
She's misty stepping.
I'm
Right.
Misty Stepping. So I can get to like
So
right
it's
here.
teleport, yeah.
So I can teleport like here, right?
Yeah.
You could also take a couple
Okay.
steps forward and then misty step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you wanted
Misty
to go a little
step
further, yeah.
and then take
It's
a
wherever you
couple
want to
steps
be.
forward. It's up to you.
Well, I saw it about here, so
But what he's saying is you can move forward and then misty step so
Get
you
ahead
get
of it.
further.
yeah, but I wouldn't really need to get further because it's right there.
But you can cut
Okay.
it off.
She might not need to.
Yeah, I don't need to. I just need to get closer.
Make sure to yell out to us that you seen it.
She's going to
Let her play the game.
she's going to point in the direction where she saw it, and she's going to call back to those behind her. Down this way. And then she's going to go over here. Hang on. Is that about 30 feet?
Yeah.
No, that's
Ish.
25. Up one more. There we go. And then sorry, I have my thingy on another tabby.
Lily, that was blank.
Yeah, I was
I
going to
tried
say.
to send you a card.
It's blank.
Less than 3 apparently shows up blank.
I was like, are we supposed to see something here?
Okay.
What are you typing?
Less
Everybody,
than
less
three.
less than 3 in the chat.
Oh.
No hearts given.
No hearts allowed.
We're not allowed to show love.
We're dead.
And since you do know that spell, you recognize that seems to be the mist that you saw as it was disappearing.
Okay. And then I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers.
Okay. What's the
So
range?
the range is 60 feet.
Does it have to be something you can see though?
Then
It does not.
Nope.
5,
It just has to hear me.
15, 20,
Okay.
25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 55, 60. Okay. You cast your spell.
And it has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Your spell
Yep.
doesn't seem to have affected anything.
He's probably out of the range.
Now, do you want me to tell you hindsight's 20/20 thing or not?
No, because then I'll feel bad.
Okay.
Hang on.
What am I hanging on to, Cole? He's now my reindeer.
Yes.
Oh, giant elk.
Sorry, just reading what everything does.
All good.
You're good.
Yeah, I don't see any reason why it wouldn't have worked, but I'm probably missing information.
My guess is that it Misty stepped out of range. Is
This
my
is
guess.
possible.
It can
Yeah,
only
if it's
use-
not in the 60 feet, yeah.
Yeah. Damn
Because
it.
Firedale did just say that she would recognize the mist was Misty Step.
Mhm.
I will say to the players, not the characters, but to the players, yes, it is just out of range.
Yeah, that was my assumption.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
I mean, you as the character would have that as an idea that something prevented your magic from taking full effect.
Yeah, you
You
didn't
you
grasp a
cast
target.
it, but the energy just couldn't connect to what
Mhm.
you thought you were trying to target. So you would know that that was the reason.
Okay. That is all.
Neon Bannock.
Yes.
Bread.
Uh, let's see. Cole's in front of me, isn't he?
Yep.
Yeah, Cole is
A
right next. Well,
giant elk.
there's a rather large elk right next to you.
Okay, so I'm gonna attempt to jump onto the back of the elk and just grab on.
Okay. Cole, will you allow Bannock to mount you?
Okay,
Interesting.
children.
Tee.
Meteor, are you
Neon?
muted?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, sorry, meteor.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I said yes with pleasure.
Okay.
Okay.
And so I kind of like hurtle onto him, but do so very gently so I don't hurt him.
Okay.
And I just kind of like wrap my arms around him, and I just say,
That way.
"Cole, onward, friend. Let us go there together."
Now,
Mush.
I will consider that as you standing on a moving platform now.
Yes.
Would you like to ready an action or use any of your other things before we end your turn?
Mush.
Question. I
Did
will.
chat say anything at all? Was chat been naughty?
No,
No.
chat didn't say
I-
anything.
no.
Chat's been silent. It's
Chat's-
only the party that degenerated
Yes.
into 12-year-olds.
I'm gonna ready a spell, and that spell is going to be Magic Missile,
Okay.
so that I can cast it if I need to.
So if you see it within range of your spell, you're going to cast Magic Missile.
Yes.
And what's the range on that?
120 feet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Cole, it
Yes.
is your turn.
All right.
You have been mounted by your party member.
Onward, trusty
Wonderful.
steed.
How does jumping work?
You can jump a distance forward equal to your strength.
Equal to your strength.
Yep, that number of feet.
Okay, so
How many people
that
does my
would
featherfall
be
cover?
in the form I'm currently.
5.
Okay. So 19 to 20 feet.
Oh man.
What?
I was looking up plant growth.
Yeah.
It's not a concentration spell.
It's
Nope.
not.
Yeah.
Not at all.
You have done what you've done.
Yup. That's gonna stay there.
Until he
I
decides to
mean,
drop it.
No,
to
not
be
No?
fair,
concentration.
you can't just make plants
Yeah.
ungrow.
Yeah, the
Doesn't
plants have
work that
grown.
way.
It's permanently
Oh,
difficult terrain forevermore
Yeah.
okay.
Until we
extinct
scorch the
themselves.
earth.
Yeah.
Okay, we just made flowers grow.
All right. Dang it. If it's going down that way, and was I able to tell that she wasn't able to get her attack off successfully, or do I not know that?
You can't read her mind, no.
All right, then.
You just saw her try and cast a spell, and that's all Cole saw.
All right, so
Yeah. Remember, in character, you don't know anything the players know. You only know what the
Correct.
characters know.
Correct. That's why I'm asking.
This is probably going to
So I can jump
bumpy ride.
20 feet. Oh, that sucks. I thought I could
You-
jump. I was hoping I could jump 60. um. hmm. All right. Question, Firedale.
Yeah.
And this could change what you did with the guy too, potentially. Are we counting the water as the same difficult terrain?
He's misty stepping though.
Yeah,
There are definitely small plants that are down there, so the edges of
Okay.
the walls, some of the rocky outgrowths. So I am considering that down there, even the lilies and the water little strand grass that would be at the very bottom that is trying to take hold as best as it can. So I'm considering that entire area quadruple difficult.
Okay.
So even down there where the water is.
Which
So
means
if he's down there,
he also has to deal with the difficult terrain now.
which if he's teleporting, he's avoiding, but otherwise, yes.
Dang it. I was really hoping he was.
I meant Cole has to deal with his own difficult terrain.
Yeah. I was really
yeah.
hoping he was like up here somewhere, not down here. That's the most inconvenient spot for him to be.
Mm-hmm.
you're telling me, imagine only being able to move 3 squares. And
Okay.
that's a double movement.
Yep. So Cole, seeing that he was a lot further down than he anticipated, is gonna stop and double back a little and go run around the outskirts of this area to try and cut him
You can
off
definitely
further
do that.
down.
Again, outside of that is normal movement, and you did leave that
Right.
hole.
Yes. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Jesus. Sorry, this is weird to do. 5, 10, 15, 20. So there's 25. 30,
Okay, so it's single use.
35, 40, 50, 60. And then I'm going to dash.
Uh-huh.
Don't forget to move Bannock.
Yep.
Bannock has to move himself.
30,
I'll move him once he gets down there.
50.
Yeah, I will.
55.
Oh, thank you.
I think I can get to there.
Holy crap.
So here. Did I do that completely wrong? I might have done that completely wrong.
What's your movement?
Oh yeah, I doubled. That's right. I doubled.
Yeah, you
Never mind.
dashed.
I dashed. That's why I could do that.
Yeah.
Much. Okay. So yes, I am now here. I'm gonna. So my combat wild shape probably heals my wild shape, not myself, right?
Your
With
wild.
that bonus action thing.
I think it would heal your wild shape.
If you're in shaped and that's when you're allowed to do it, then yeah, it heals that
Okay.
hit point, your wild shape.
Hence why I was
All right.
complaining I couldn't heal you now, because your wild shape has different HP.
Now, I
Yeah.
will say, Cole,
Mhm.
from your movement now, you can actually see what appears to be several caves down at the water's edge where you are.
Oh.
Dotted along, you see a rather large one there, and you see some further down.
I see a large one where? Oh, right there? Okay.
Yeah, right there. Then you see another one that's further down that's kind of submerged a little bit in the water.
Okay. Can't do any spells while wild shape. So I think that's my turn.
Erilyn, it is your turn.
Okay. Um,
Aren't you glad you can fly?
yeah. He puts my flying to shame.
So this would be a 60-foot range.
Okay, so I'm flying. Can somebody ping the spot where I ended up?
What do you mean?
Ping this. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
You also got to count going down 15 feet, Meteor.
And I'm flying up 30, so it's my full movement and dash, basically.
You mean away from Adeline?
Yeah.
Can
I was
I
just
see
doing
the guy?
60-foot range of her spell.
So you're about 60 feet up now?
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20.
Yeah, I was
I
only
will say,
measuring.
yes, you can just barely see him. And I will describe it as he's in that little nook cranny spot that's not quite in the water, in between the two raised ridges.
Oh, in between here.
But again, this is what Erilyn sees 60 feet up.
So he would have to be.
I think I can see him, guys!
Wait, so she sees him like right here?
In this area. Keep in mind, I have true sight.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see just a hair of him a little bit south of where you're pinging.
So
Okay.
more like here.
He was
Yeah.
literally 65 feet away from Adeline.
Wow.
Now I'm
So
sad.
here?
Yeah, he would have to be there.
Okay, to make it okay, I'm just trying to avoid meta-ing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, please stop moving the arrow so I can click on the token. It
Oh,
wouldn't let me click the token.
Okay.
That's where you see it, and I will go ahead and leave it there since you do have eyes on it, but nobody else does.
Why
So
does
am I
that
the
tell
only
me
one
it's
who sees
within
him?
60 feet?
But am I the only one who sees him on the board?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
Um,
as the crow flies, it's 65 feet. You go over and then you have to go down 15 feet.
hmm,
If it was straight
Because you're up
across
on a ridge,
from
right?
Adeline,
I see.
if it was straight across
So
from
different
Adeline, it
height
would have been
level is what's
affected.
going on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's about
Gotcha.
15 feet down.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Thank you.
He's near the point where the land juts in. That's all I can really explain, right? Because nobody else can see him, right?
Right.
Yep.
So anything else?
That's all
You
I
could
can.
dash.
I did dash.
Oh, you did dash?
Yeah, that's how she got up and forward 30 feet.
Mm. Okay.
So
She
I'm
way up
6.
in there now.
Yeah. Because I'm trying to be like an overlook. I'm trying to be a helicopter. And I can't
And
really do
Mistral,
anything with my bonus, so.
it's your turn.
Dragon, check jams. I mean DMs.
Okay. Let me check real quick. Do-
Uh, Mistral, you could do a diagonal to here to give you 5 closer.
It's single use. Once you use it, it's used up.
Damn it.
And I'm
I think you're muted again, Fire.
Apologies. Yeah, I'm moving 10 feet to get out of the difficult terrain while I'm still with. So
Okay.
here, that's 10 feet. So 25 more. So I will spend the 25. If I'm on the edge,
Now I won't count it against you.
okay. So that was here,
Yeah, usually it needs to be more than half in order to count.
right? Yeah, it was
Yeah,
that
if
one.
you're just skirting the edge, we'll say you're on the half that doesn't have
Yeah.
And
the
then
plants
I'm
that are
going
smarting up out.
to look over at Adeline
Mm-hmm.
and call out round 2. And we're going to
Okay.
cast Vortex Warp again. I don't need to increase the distance this time, so I won't use my sorcery point. Just normal cast. Because the 90 feet will do plenty.
Remember, you don't know his exact.
Well, somebody called he was near the jutting out part.
Yeah.
Which is close enough.
Which is where I'm gonna put her. I'm gonna put her on the jutting out.
Perfect.
That was my plan. Just to get her
So, like,
closer so
right
that she
here?
can clear the distance on her difficult terrain. I'm
Right
gonna
here?
put you here. I'm gonna put you here.
Oh, here. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
that
up
looked a
top.
little too close to the cliffside to be. That
Mhm.
looked precarious.
Yeah, put her on flatland.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna just so that it uses up the spell slot on D&D Beyond. We're gonna assume
Adeline?
that you chose to fail again.
Accept your teleportation.
Yeah.
Hi.
Do you accept your teleportation?
Yes.
Adeline, you see
Hi.
just the bare tip of what looks like an opening at the bottom of the wall there.
Okay.
All right, and that is my movement and my action. And I cast a spell, so I'm gonna use tempestuous magic to move another 10 feet as my bonus. That's my turn.
Do. Okay, I now need to do a thing.
Ooh.
Something has entered initiative.
very end.
Yep.
After me, even. Honestly, that kind of works out that I was at the end of initiative order and Adeline's at the top because it means when I move Adeline, she can just do things. It's
Yeah.
great.
Agreed.
Suddenly, up from that little area, you see a rather large demonic looking wasp just kind of buzzing and rising up.
Uh-oh.
Sweet.
No, not 40 initiative. 4 initiative.
4. Just
Thank you.
4.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you said it's like a cliff thing there?
They're
Or
basically
is it like an
sand
opening,
dunes.
like a cave?
There's a little
Oh, a sand
opening.
dune.
There's a yep.
Yeah, there's a little, what looks like the very tip of a cave like opening there.
But we're
Okay.
on sand dunes, right?
Yeah, y'all are still up high. It's just she's close enough to be able to see down. Da-da-da. Uh, and you no longer see it, Erlen.
He disappeared.
The little bit of hair that you could see is no longer visible.
Can I yell that out?
You can you?
Is yelling out something?
Talk
Is
is
it a
a free action.
Okay, so we
I
can do that
can't
out
see
of
him
initiative.
anymore,
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
I was asking if it was a free action. Can I do that?
Yes.
Yes.
I would basically be the drone trying to give a play-by-play.
Uh-oh, something recharged.
Would I see the wasp thing too?
Oh yeah, no, everyone can see that hovering.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know. Oh, because it adds them all together. Let me try it anyway, see if I can do it. Okay, good. It does show them all.
Many D100s.
Okay. Adeline, your turn.
Fuck this shit. Rafts of nature.
Okay.
Which is the range is 120 feet and it's a 60-foot cube.
Big spell.
Okay. What's it do?
You that works
It's
too.
it's in virtual tabletop. I got it for you.
Range spirits cause trees, rocks, and grasses in a 60-foot cube centered on that point to become animated until the spell ends. Grass undergrowth, covered by grass or undergrowth, is difficult terrain for your
Difficult
enemies.
terrain and there's rocks. On your turn, you can cause a loose rock in the cube to launch at a creature you can see. Make a ranged spell attack. Oh, okay.
If there's any
Nice.
roots and vines, also, creature of your choice is
Now here's the
on the
thing.
ground in the cube.
It's
must
currently
succeed.
plant growth in that area.
Yeah, so it's already difficult terrain. However,
Does this
Go
just
ahead.
make all the plant growth attack?
I mean, it can do what it does.
I mean, it'll make the trees attack, and it'll make the rocks and vines attack.
Yeah, there's very few trees here, but there's definitely lots of shrubbery
Would you
and
con-
brush, lots of grass.
would you not consider shrubs trees?
Okay,
No.
I'll give you that. They're little
Well,
tiny trees.
They're just pruned.
Yeah, this is the Whomping Willow, the spell.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, pretty much any of the large leafed green things you can see are now animated trees.
Yeah. And Do I have to see it for it to attack within the 60 foot, or does
For
it
the
attack?
rocks,
No, you
For
chose the
rock,
point that you could see,
so long as
Yeah,
a
but
creature you can
and
see.
then
it's a 60 foot little cube thingy.
yeah,
correct.
you've set the cube. The
Yeah.
rocks count as a spell attack, which you did need to see.
Yeah,
The
in order
trees
to
do
use
not.
the rock,
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Do the trees just attack whatever
At
is
trees
in the
do it
cube?
at
start
the
of your
start of your
turn.
turn.
Yeah, so it won't take effect this turn. It'll take effect next turn.
So
Now
what
the
is the
rock,
area?
It's a 60 foot area.
yeah, let's draw it out in a
yeah.
It's
second.
a 60-foot cube centered on your point.
Mm-hmm.
So what it
So
on
ping your point
her?
again.
Yeah. What is
5,
your point?
10, 15,
You get to
20,
I
choose a
pointed
point.
it at the.
35, 40.
I
The
point
entrance?
where the. Yeah.
So her point is the entrance fire butt.
Please go down far enough.
Okay.
Can we change the color of the cube? I can't see it.
No,
It's
it's
red,
based
but
on his color,
yeah.
I think.
I can
Aw.
do it.
Yep.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Thank you.
I mean, I can change it to a different color if you want me to.
No, I just wanted it seeable.
Now there's two. Ah, there we go. Now
Yeah, I
there's
was
two.
getting rid of the darker one that people were having trouble seeing. Do. Sadly, I can't make that any less seeable. Okay, either way. So yes, if there's any trees down there of wherever it went at the start of your turn, they'll get to whop. You can use the
Wappa
rock
wappa.
if you want to as a bonus action on your turn, though. And you do have a creature that's visible.
Yeah, can I attack it with the ruckus?
You
Okay.
can.
I
So
want to
make a
walk at it.
make a spell attack against the wasp.
Okay. How do I do that?
So
How do I do it on here?
Guess is
on
clicky.
your there's a thing that says +9 spell attack on your spell area.
I don't.
If
Oh,
you,
I
if
see
you
it. Okay.
can't click that, you can just roll a d20 and add 9.
Oh my
There you
god,
go.
the cats sound like horses.
That misses.
Can
So his AC is higher than 16.
evasive
wasn't in
buggers.
range.
Yep, very evasive. Well, not really evasive, just really hard.
Well,
Really
that's
hard
part
cutting.
of why flying creatures have a higher AC is they're evasive,
Yeah. Lucky.
hard to hit.
That is all.
Bannock,
Yes.
the creature that you were holding your attack for didn't appear, but that one did. So if you want to adjust it for that last turn before it got around to this time, I will let you use your magic missile. Or it's up to you if you don't want to.
So change trigger to any creature appears in line of sight.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's up to you.
Might as
We
well
can
use
either
it.
keep it rule of law as you
Nah.
stated, or I'm perfectly fine letting you say if an enemy appears.
no, we'll keep it as stated.
Okay.
I'm gonna use
Then
my
you've
Ray of
cast
Frost.
and lost the spell.
Yes.
Yep, it burns the spell slot.
You can choose to hang on to it. This is a house rule thing if you want to,
Oh,
and cast
okay.
it this time, but it will use your action, but it will prevent you from losing that spell slot.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll cast it this time.
Okay. Then you don't have to cast it if you've already marked off the spell slot. You don't have to mark it off again. Just mark it off
Okay.
once.
Just mark it off once. Got it.
Okay. And that it just takes that damage because it is magic missile, right?
Yep.
Yep.
So yeah, I just rolled the first one's 5. Yeah.
Yeah, magic missile just hits unless you have
Yeah.
something specific that deflects it.
Yes. It just works.
Mm-hmm.
So you
This works, guys.
is that how many do you have?
There are usually 3.
3. Oh, I got 3. 2.
Yeah, so hit the other one.
There you go. 5, 3, 4. All right.
Thank you.
Average up to 12. As it should.
For a D4, that's pretty good.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you still
Yeah.
have your move and a bonus action.
Uh, so I'll move
You are
next to
still on my back
yes.
at the moment.
You'll
Good on
probably move
movement.
further on Cole.
Yeah, I'll just stick with Cole. I'll hang out here. Yeah.
Yeah, come on, buddy.
Okay, Cole, it is
Right.
your turn.
All right. I'm going to.
What's the saying you materials have? Welcome to my parlor.
Said the
Bit
Y'all
spider
to
to
hear
the
this?
run.
fly.
You all hear this echoing in your heads.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to run to there and kind of.
Okay, please make an
actually, what
athletics
is
check for me.
that? Okay. As
As elk, I'm guessing?
my
Yeah,
elk,
as your elf.
Yeah. When did he start falling?
The edge of the cliff
Just out
there.
of range of me to feather fall.
14.
Dang.
Now you hop down handily. The water helps cushion your fall, and there is a raised area there underneath the water.
Okay.
So
So,
you're fine. You took no fall damage.
and I didn't run into anything.
No. From
Um.
there, though, you can see to the right, laying on the ground is a cage that has its door open,
Oh.
and you see a cave opening in the wall there.
Oh. Um,
They left the cage behind.
oh, that's really annoying. I was hoping to block them from getting into this one. How big is this cave opening that I'm next to?
The one that you're standing right next to there,
Yep.
now that you're actually down and can look into it, it goes in maybe 15 feet and dead ends.
Okay. Um, he's probably inside there if I didn't run into him here. Can I try to listen for him?
You certainly can. Give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
You hear echoes of footsteps and movement coming from your north over the babbling of the water towards the opening that's there.
Okay, so it sounds like he's in that cave,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
basically.
And with that perception, you also hear kind of a metallic sound as well.
Okay.
That doesn't sound good.
How much movement?
You also hear a buzzing wasp.
30. Wonder where that is.
Can't imagine.
Oh, if only we knew. If only we knew.
All right. Can I attempt to jump to that opening?
Yes, what's your strength?
19.
Okay, yeah, you can get 15, you can jump to there. So you can get to it.
Okay. So me and Bannock are there. I assume the opening is too small for me to fit in.
Yes, you will have to squeeze if you decide to try and enter it in elk form.
Okay. And the perception took an action, right?
It did. And pretty much move squeezing rules, it's half movement.
Right.
In a
So it would
quartered
take you
movement space.
it would take you 40 feet of movement to move one square into the door.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Because you have
Right.
made everything super difficult to grow up here. You can have her see inside the cave. There's no plans whatsoever.
Okay. I have like 5 more feet of movement. 5 or 6. 20, 30 plus 20, so 10 more feet. Or no, it was 15, right? Not 20. So I have 15 more feet. That's
Now remember, you can't dash.
I know. I have a 60-foot movement speed.
As elk.
Mm-hmm.
You're pretty much where you can be then.
Right. I'm debating dropping my wild shape and going in.
If you
But
don't
after
mind
you
some above board advice,
go for it.
I would suggest if you drop your shape to hold back, and
Because
if
Because
you
you
I'm
still
have
real
a way
squish.
to heal, like if you have a healing potion or something, maybe
Yeah.
consume that next turn and then go in.
Yep, because
Because you've
when you
already used
drop,
your
you're going
action.
back to 9 health coal.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Because you
drinking a
ran
potion is an
before I
action.
got to heal you further.
So I would not go in while you're squishy.
Mm-hmm. Trust me, you're gonna get a lecture from Erilyn after.
I mean, Erilyn and I still have to catch up to the rest of y'all anyway.
Yep.
Or y'all can take a moment to breathe, or you can fight the thing that's currently flying in front of you. But either way, you've moved
There's
about
that.
60 feet.
You
The
could go
jump
ahead and
doesn't
fight the
increase
wasp.
your
Well,
movement.
Cole is
But
determined to get something back.
Uh-huh.
So he is one-minded at the moment.
so wasp doesn't even register. Got it.
But your allies are important.
Does drinking a potion cost an action, right?
It does.
Okay. Then I will. How far away is Erilyn?
Yeah, you've moved 60 feet. Boy, can you
Erilyn
move.
can go. Erilyn, you can go 60 feet and around, right?
If
If
I'm
you
dashing, yes.
dash. Oh, 30 normally.
But keep in mind I'm 60 feet up in the air, so I have to also drop.
Right. Okay. All right, then I will stay in my shape for now.
I mean, you
Right
can
at the
choose
mouth
to
of the cave.
fall. You can just stop flapping.
And then I have to catch myself, right?
It'd be very difficult, but yeah, you could try.
Yeah, no,
If y'all
thank you.
can wait until I get close enough, I can feather fall. I can hit 5 of us with feather fall.
Right. So that'll end my turn there.
Okay. So that would be Erilyn. I hate that that thing rolled so low. I had plans for it. I sent it out as a distraction, and all it's done is look pretty.
Can somebody ping to...
Yep.
I'm gonna fly over there. I'm still 60 feet
Okay.
up, though.
Okay.
Yep. He's
Yeah.
high up there.
Yeah, I gotta be
And
within 60 feet of you to feather fall, so.
as a bonus,
You'd have to be right under her to do it.
Yep. So I gotta get much closer.
since I didn't do a spell, I can do something else on my bonus, correct?
Yeah, you can.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Okay, I want to call forth my spiritual weapon.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I never gave you the file for it.
Nope.
Sorry.
Can you, Meteor, can you send that to him quick?
It's spiritual weapon.
Yeah, my hammer. I'll deal with it for now. Or Firedale can use that for now. Yeah, and it can be 60 feet in front of me, which I can send it 60 feet or so down to attack the waspy, right?
Yeah, you can attack the wasp.
I want to
You can
attack the
summon it
waspy.
right back.
There you go, Fighter.
Yeah, you just gotta summon it within 5 feet of the weapon to get the attack on the initial summon.
So it's attacking the waspy.
Okay.
Okay. You have to roll to attack.
I did.
Yeah,
Sorry,
it was
I
only a
was
10 to
looking
hit.
at the other hammer. That misses.
Okay. But now I have something I can attack with while I try to get down in height. How high is waspy up?
About 5 feet over, it had to move up just a little bit to get where it is.
Okay.
Pretty much when it was released from the cave, that's where it was made.
I have tiny white paws under my bedroom door. Oh, they're so cute. Okay, that's end of my turn.
Okay. So we are now up to Mistral.
Okay. Let's see if I am dashing. Question.
Uh-huh.
Featherfall is a reaction. So, if I were to use my movement to run over and leap off the edge, could I reactively cast Featherfall on myself?
You can, yeah.
Okay. Probably not gonna do that, but I was thinking about it. Because I think every target that I hit with Featherfall has to be in the act of falling.
Yep.
So. Instead, I'm just gonna get myself as close as I can. So dashing, I can go 70 feet because my base speed is 35. So I think that'll get me here, and then I can move into the difficult terrain a little bit. Um, can I? Is there a way to start climbing down, or is it pretty sheer?
No, there's plenty of handholds to get down. There's plenty of rocks that have, pushed out. It's not been evenly worn because there's been some harder rocks, some softer dirt and everything else. So no, you can climb down. You just need an athletics check,
Okay.
unless you have a climb speed.
I don't believe I do.
And since you're going down, you don't even have to worry about moving half speed because it
Double
does slant inward.
checking.
It's more like a steep hill than a straight sheer drop.
Okay. Yeah, so I will go ahead and I will attempt to climb down.
Okay, please give me an athletics check.
Okay. Nope.
You managed to catch yourself before you fall. A 5, you would have fallen. Again, there's plenty of handholds, so it's not super dangerous to do. So, but you can climb down. You can go ahead and move however far down you need to. It's about 15 feet.
You said there's water down there, huh?
Yes.
How deep is the water? Do we know?
Ankle to calf.
Okay, so I can stand in it.
Yeah.
So I will stand in it. That's fine.
So it's a stream,
Yeah.
not so much a river.
Yeah, it's flowing quickly because it has worn away, but it's not a torrent.
So the cave entrance,
You do not see
Um,
it from that side of
okay, so I cannot see it
the
yet.
outcropping. Yeah.
Okay. So
You
I
can
will.
see the tail end of an elk sticking out to the south of that, but you can't see what anyone's talking about a cave from where you are. You do kind of see an opening there and one further south, but that's all you can really see from where you are.
Or well, I think that's as far as I can get. So I think that expends my movement from my dash. So I think I'm done.
Okay. The wasp swoops down out of view, though Adeline can still see it. Erlen can definitely still see it. Cole and Bannock can definitely see it. One moment. The wasp flies up to you, Cole,
Mm-hmm.
and attempts to sting you with its stinger.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
Uh, check in. It does.
Okay. You take 12 sting damage and 7 fire damage.
Oof.
Ow.
Fire wasp.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I need a constitution save, please.
Oh no.
22.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. You managed
Kind
to
of has
avoid the
good con
poison.
save.
It then swings at you with one of its arms that appeared to be more like talonish swords.
It has multi attack.
21
Lovely.
hits.
And 8 damage.
All right.
I rolled really crappy on that roll.
You rolled
I
really
mean, you
good on
rolled
that
really
roll.
well on the attack, so you know.
All right.
One moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
One day we'll
Adeline,
know what those
it is
D100s
now
are for.
your turn.
Hello. I
We have the wasp that's still a problem that's swooping down and went attack Cole and Cole seems to have found something. That's where we're at.
Oh,
um
give me a second.
okay.
I need to look back up the spell. Intrigue. Dexterity. What is the saving throw for your spells? What is your spell save DC?
For Adeline?
Oh
Or
yeah,
for
my trees.
hmm
My spell save is 17.
It saved.
It saves.
Nat 20,
Okay.
Jesus.
Let's see if it does
Is that for trees?
half.
Yeah, that was for avoiding the trees.
Yeah, the wasp had to deal with the trees because it
Success
happens
is
at the start
nothing.
of her turn.
Yeah, nothing happens on a success.
Yeah, nothing happens. Okay. So go ahead and continue, Adeline. That was at the
Can
start of
I
your
tell
turn.
where my So the trees only attacked the one dude. It didn't try to attack anything else from what I could tell.
Not from what you could tell.
Eh.
They swung at the enemy that they have access to.
I'm going to attack.
And then the
I'll
wasp
attack
has
the
moved down, so you'll have to move over to it to be able to reach it. It
oh.
has swooped down to attack the rather large elk. So it's hovering just there at that level that you're standing on. It's just beneath it, but you can reach it with an attack if you so choose. Or you can throw one of your rocks at it as a bonus action.
I'm sorry, can you say that again?
You can reach it to attack. It's at your feet.
Okay.
You also have your rocks as a bonus action for your spell if you so want to.
Or you have actual spells,
Yeah, or you can do something else.
which
And I'm
actual
just gonna
spells might
use.
be easier to hit with.
Yeah, I'll just use vicious mockery.
Okay.
It's a wisdom saving throw, DC 17. Firedale.
Mm.
Working on it. It does not make it. How much damage?
That much.
It's 1d4 psychic damage.
Is Vicious Mockery the one where it has to run away?
No. This is just psychic damage, all or nothing, because it's the cantrip.
Okay.
It takes 6 damage.
Okay. It takes the damage.
What's the one that makes it run away?
And it has
Dissonant
the
Whispers.
advantage
Okay.
on its next attack roll.
Alrighty. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Can I make a recommendation as a player?
Sure.
The one that you attacked with was a standard action, right?
Yeah.
You can use your bonus if you're not going to do anything else to throw a rock at it with your Wrath of Nature.
Oh. Okay. I throw
So
a rock.
that's that attack, that spell attack.
I throw a walk.
Okay.
A walk.
Waka waka.
A walk.
She
I throw
pulls out a
cooking implements.
Chinese cooking instrument and throws at it. Okay,
And my
you'll have to roll
brain,
your spell attack.
my brain is doing the
It's not
Shakira song
a
right now.
not a spell attack, I thought.
No, it
It's
is.
part of the Wrath of
Oh.
Nature spell. You have to
Yeah,
go
so
into
Nature's
it.
Wrath uses the spell attack to do the attack roll. Yes. So hit the. Yeah, there you go.
That hits.
Beautiful.
So it takes 3d8.
3d8. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
10. Nice.
Very good. Solid rock.
Yay.
And it
Waka.
must make a strength saving throw.
Yeah.
Walk, walk.
My
Okay,
gosh.
first
Or
let me
it's
deal
gonna fall
damage.
to the ground.
And then a strength saving throw.
Mm-hmm. Oh, meets it.
Okay, it does not fall prone. Bannock, your turn.
Yes.
Real quick,
Yes.
am I able to like try to motion to Bannock to get off of me?
Yeah, you can wiggle and do all you want to.
Yep.
Yeah, so I'm like under you, like trying to shake you off a little.
And I kind of pick up on that, and I'm like,
Bucking
I see,
elf.
I see, and I hop off, and I look up at the
Bucking elk.
giant fire wasp, and I'm like, Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Nice.
I have a question. Can Cole
damage to hit.
understand us speaking to him when he's in form?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we just can't understand him because we don't speak elk.
So
I love
basically
that.
we
Speak with animals.
Okay,
Correct.
and that is
Yep.
6 cold damage. You
Yep.
notice that it is quite effective on this creature as some of its cotton kind of crumbles away from the sheer cold of your attack.
Mm.
Oh,
Mm.
who would
Definitely
have known
seem more
fire effect?
effective.
Who would have known ice affects fire?
Right?
Anything else?
Not at the moment.
Cole, it is your turn.
Can I yell
You
to?
have a.
I was just gonna say,
you had a
can I
question.
yell to Cole before he transforms that once he transforms, I'll heal as much as I can.
You are still
60 feet up. I know. Healing word at 60 feet.
Uh-huh. You're probably
You'd have
not
to
gonna
be-
like what I do then.
You'd have to be right over him.
Yeah, he's currently 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. He's 80 feet below you.
I can
So I'm
drop
gonna-
and then still heal.
Yep.
I'm gonna revert back to my normal form.
Okay.
So if you can make me smaller. And then I am going to chug a greater healing potion.
Okay. Or be stubborn.
I mean, he has the tools to heal himself. He does. So
Yeah.
That's actually almost max healing there, so that was
Yeah,
really
it
good.
is.
yeah, that was solid.
2 more points and it would have been max. Oh, he's still very hurt.
Yeah, there's still
Mhm.
plenty to heal.
At 10th level, it's a drop in the bucket, and he's
Um,
held 27 points. So
and then can I go in the cave now?
if you so desire,
Can
you will have to get past the wasp.
I thought the cave was like right under me.
No, the cave was right there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, you pointed here earlier for a cave, but I think the one you were looking at is.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's 2 more caves in Bannock. You can definitely see the 2 openings.
So
Mm-hmm.
the wasp is kind of blocking it at the moment.
Yes.
Yep.
You could have gotten in before it swooped down to attack, but it swooped down to attack and is now right in front of it.
Okay.
And you can't move through enemies.
So use
Unless
my
you can
action.
teleport.
Quite true. So
Um,
you did an action.
I'm going to rage.
Okay. Is that a bonus action or just free?
Bonus action.
Okay.
It half says damage taken, right?
Dragon, check GM.
Yeah.
I mean DMs. Why do I keep saying check yourself? Fucking A.
And then I am going to try and squeeze past in the cave.
You can't move through enemies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just can't at all.
Yep, you can't move through
Uh,
enemies unless you specifically have things that allow you to do so.
Then I'm gonna say, "Move out of my way, you little fly!"
Are you sure you want to rage?
Yeah, you could
Yeah.
do something else.
But it reduces his damage taken by half.
Also true.
I mean, he could have bonus action healing worded himself.
That's true. Um, sure. I'll bonus action healing word myself instead of the rage. Wait, didn't do my spell check. Where's my healing word? There. Oh, plus
Yeah,
3.
because
So
he would
5.
have immediately lost his nature or taken damage. So he would have immediately lost his rage at the end of the turn.
Okay. Dang.
You good?
Yep.
So we're back to Erlen, way up in the air.
I'm dropping down 30 feet.
Okay. You're now 30 feet over ground level, the upper ground level.
And I am pulling out the big guns on Cole.
Nice. 26.
You're not killing me. I just had to cough.
I'm not trying to kill you.
5th level healing word. Nice.
I'm not
I'm a
letting
little
him go
over
down
half
because he's
health
trying to
now.
be stupid.
Woo.
Hey, at least you're over half now.
Yep.
Anything else? You still have an action?
The healing word was my action because it's level 5, right?
Yeah, it's an action to cast, yes.
So I can do bonus, which
Spiritual weapon.
is
Healing
my,
word was a bonus action.
but it's at
Well,
5th level.
It doesn't
she did
matter the
a
level.
I thought we
Oh,
said
that's
only
true.
1st level was my bonus.
No, that was if you're choosing to cast 2 leveled spells in a turn, you can only do the level 1 healing word as the bonus action when you've already cast another leveled spell.
Right. So you could
But it
still
still
do
takes your
cantrip.
bonus action part of your turn.
Yeah, that's just the spell itself takes a bonus
So the
action.
casting
regardless.
time is a bonus action. So
So
you can
still
do an
have a standard
action,
action.
but you can't cast another leveled spell. So you could do a cantrip that uses an action or something else.
Can I make my spiritual weapon hit?
You cannot
Yeah.
because that
That's a
uses your
bonus
bonus
action.
Oh yeah, that is.
My spiritual weapon is my bonus.
No, healing
Correct.
word
You've
was your
already
bonus.
healing word is a bonus action, and so is your spiritual weapon. So you can't do both
You
in the
can't do
same
both.
turn. You would have to cast a different healing spell
Why
that takes an
can't
action to cast.
why can't I just say my healing word was my action?
Because it's specifically a bonus action, and
Yeah, they're
5th
not
edition
interchangeable.
specifically has bonus actions and actions.
grumble,
They're
grumble,
not
Yeah, we
grumble.
can't
interchangeable.
change casting time. Sadly, it is what it is.
Yeah, they're not interchangeable.
Okay, so Mr. Waspy has taken damage, correct?
It has.
Toll the freaking dead.
Okay.
Make a wisdom save.
Wisdom.
Take 14 damage.
It takes 14 damage. It ain't looking good at all.
I'm not shocked. It's been 2 hours. Combat takes a while.
What time
Especially
are
when
we
we started
ending?
out with introductions and descriptions.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
What time are
Okay.
we ending?
Probably after this thing is dead. So, Mistral,
Okay.
it's your turn.
Okay. So I am finally close enough to be able to see the wasp within range of it. Yes.
You can't see it because you're on the other side. There's a
Oh, that's
ridge
true.
between
I'm
you
down
and it.
below, and it's up there.
Yeah,
And it's dropped down, so it's not above anymore. Okay.
correct.
So,
So you'd have to move 5, 10, 15,
and this
20.
is still difficult terrain because
Yep.
of the
Still
various things going
double
on here.
difficult. It's quadruple for the wild growth.
Yeah, we have Nature's Wrath and we have Plant Growth. So either way, it was gonna
I'm the only
be a
one who can
problem.
freely move.
I think I messed up doing that.
Yeah, remember you can hover. Hover will get you out of range of the terrain.
Oh yeah.
Mistral.
That's after. That's as a. That's as part of a
Oh, using
spell.
your
It's not
point.
an
Ah,
innate
okay.
thing.
It was worth a shot.
I can cast a levitate spell, but I don't really think that would help me. But no, my my wind gust is specifically part of using a spell. Tempestuous magic.
Yeah.
So no, it's not just a free thing I can do. Um let's see, how close can I get with the difficult terrain? Probably not very far.
Five, 10, 15, 20. You can only move 30, can't you?
I can move 35.
Uh, it would take 40 to move 2 squares
Mm.
because it's quadruple difficult.
What if I climbed up again over here?
It's the same thing. You can only climb up only about 5 feet.
Sorry.
Well,
I
yeah,
can't
but
even drop it.
if I was up here, would I be able to see this?
Yes.
And that's really all I need. So I will climb up there.
Okay, I need an athletics check, please.
Hopefully I roll better. That's
Okay.
better.
You can climb up. Again, you can't climb up very far, but you can climb.
I can climb up enough to see it and have a hand free to cast with. That's all I need.
Okay,
That's
I'll
all
give
I
it to you.
need. Um,
You can peek your head up over the top there and see it.
okay. And then I am. And you're counting that as part of my movement, right? Not making me climb as my action?
Correct.
Okay. Make sure. I am going to use Chill Touch,
All right.
which the only reason that I couldn't do it before is because I had to see the area where I'm putting it.
Mm-hmm.
I have to put it in a space of a creature within range. I don't necessarily have to see the creature, but I do have to see the space. So, we're doing that.
You attempt to attack it with your chill touch, but you just barely miss.
Dang. Worth a
Yeah.
try.
You
The
rolled a
downside of
5
having to
on
roll
that
to
one.
attack.
Alright, so that was movement and action. Ignore that. I was trying to click the thing to double check that it was an action and it hit the button again.
You're
Ignore
fine.
that. And then bonus.
Yeah, that would have hit.
Yeah. Unfortunately, well, actually, let's say I did do that, and I'll use my sorcery token spell, so it takes a bonus action to cast. Might as well use it, right?
Uh huh.
So I'll spend 2 sorcery points to cast that chill touch again.
You want to take the second attack there?
Yes, please.
Okay.
What
It falls and crumples to the ground.
Keep forgetting I have quicken spell. Alright. And I believe that is the end of my turn.
Okay. One moment. Do, do.
Is it downed?
It is down. Yes.
Okay, so none of the other stuff takes effect.
I'm just doing a thing before we
If it
stop.
if it wasn't downed, it would be unable to regain hit points until its next turn. And if it was undead, it would have disadvantage till the next turn. Oh,
Oh, the cave dead ends?
pan this.
The map
I mean,
should change.
he said it dead ended after 15 feet.
Well,
or
that was
so.
That
the
was the
smaller
different
one.
cave, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
You
So
went
this cave
here.
opens up a little bit just inside the opening, and we will go ahead and call it there.
All right.
All right.
Before we call it there, can we do a perception?
You certainly can.
Okay.
Wait, can we all try?
You see what you can see.
Now, the only thing I need to know from you all are y'all rushing in, or are you going to take a breather before you do so and gather yourself?
Cole's rushing in.
I was doing perception before I rushed in. Was my intent.
The reason being, certain spells are ongoing for a certain amount of time, and I just needed to know if Erilyn still had her banana hammer.
Yeah, I don't think we're giving time for concentration spells to lapse.
Yeah.
So yes, y'all managed to go in. You've noticed that it opens up. You can see that the light comes in from the outside quite a bit. There's a tiny bit of moss inside that seems to be a bit overgrown,
Ooh.
but not as much as that on the outside, as the area of effect didn't quite reach in here.
Okay.
There's some rocks that are littering the ground there, and
Now,
let's see what your rolls are.
question.
Uh-huh.
Adeline's Nature's Wrath, would that have covered this area since it is a cube?
Yes, it would.
So you can still do the bonus action rock thing.
Yep. I guess
Bannock
I
is
should mark it.
distracted.
Yes.
I'm talking to myself. I ask question.
What's your question?
Fireball, why do I not see something? Is it that you have not added it so I can see?
No, it's that you
We'll
don't
get
see it.
into. Yeah, it's just not there.
So there's no person in here?
We don't know that.
Nope. You see two rather large rocks here.
Probably
You
blocking your
see
view of it.
a mossy covered rock there. You see a rather large bedroll there. You see some various bones and things of that have been eaten.
I have
Aw.
a little tuxie cat fighting with a little fishy in front of my door, and it sounds like a cow.
So
I
Okay.
forgot about bardic inspiration.
Yeah, I
it takes
mean,
time.
it hasn't really come up that much yet. It's not really been a big deal yet. You've
Coal.
found bonus actions to do almost every time.
Yeah.
And for the end here, with those perceptions, coal, somewhere beyond these two rocks, you hear a language that you don't understand, I believe.
Okay.
Which probably would have been demonic or abyssal.
I'm
Infernal,
checking to
possibly.
see
Infernal.
if he actually has it. Do you have Infernal?
Meteor?
No, I do not.
Common,
Okay.
Common,
druidic.
Druidic, Goblin, Hadozi, Sylvan.
Then yeah,
Yep.
you hear some very quiet in mumbling somewhere past those two rocks that you can't
Okay.
quite see past. And it seems almost like a chant or a statement of some type. And
Right.
that's where we'll end it.
So I don't hear anything with my
Right.
15.
Ooh, ooh,
No.
ah.
There's too many sounds of the water rushing outside and
Okay.
everything else with that.
Gotcha.
Whoever's getting loot crated, this is unfortunate.
Yeah, we're calling it here.
Thank you for the raid, Lukester.
Love
Thanks,
that.
Luke.
Aw.
Yeah, we were literally
Not that it's
just
a loot grade, just a for ending.
sorry about that.
He does it to the best of us.
Yeah, we are going to be wrapping it up here. We've gone a little bit
Yeah.
later than usual already, so
Yeah, it was a nice long combat and introductions and everything else. So that's where we're going to go ahead and call it. They have now entered the cave where they're pretty sure that the thing that they were after for whatever reason went into, and hopefully see some people next week. Or,
Yeah.
well, not really sure what's happening next week, right?
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll get some people here. If not, it's okay. But that'll be it. Hopefully people will show up next time we play some D&D.
Yeesh.
We will be
Yay.
continuing with the high level group.
Yeesh.
It's
Yes, it
fun.
will.
Yep.
Take care, everybody.
It will
Take care,
continue to be a
everyone.
mystery what happened to the low levels.
Yep.
Dun dun dun. It's still a cliffhanger. It's the
Yep.
longest cliffhanger in history.
I'm
Thank you all so much for dropping in. We are going to
Yes.
call it here, so bye.
Thanks for being here, everyone.
Bye. Love
Bye.
y'all.
I'm gonna deaf and mute while I say bye
I
to
am
my chat.
so mad.
Okay, so guys, I'm going to send you over to Buff. Double checking to make sure he is live. Yes, okay. I'm going to send you over to Buff. Follow his rules. Be good. Like they said, I don't know if we're going to be here next week. Not exactly sure why. But yeah, I will see you next week, guys. Bye! If we're here, obviously. Next stream. Yes. Bye!